Which stock should I pick? How much should I invest? When should I stop? If you're thinking about investing but you haven't started yet, it's probably because you don't have a clear answer to these three questions. But what if you don't have to answer them? There's a way to invest without picking a particular stock. Instead of trying to choose the right winner, you're investing in the system. Think of it like going to a buffet. You automatically get a little bit of everything. That's how an index fund works. Let's first see what an index actually is. This takes only 60 seconds. Think of index like a list, like a big filter. Out of thousands of companies in the Indian market, it filters out the most valuable companies which meet the criteria. For example, Nifty 50. It's a list of top 50 Indian companies which are most valuable and the biggest businesses. Sensex is a similar list, but of the top 30 companies. That's it. Index, a list based on a filter. Now this list isn't fixed forever. It gets reviewed periodically. So if a company is performing well and it goes into the top 50, it gets added. Similarly, if a company is not performing well, it gets replaced. At any point of time, it's a snapshot of the India's biggest businesses. So when someone says the Indian market performed well today, they're usually talking about the performance of the companies on this list. Now you know what an index is. It's the list. The only job of the index fund is to invest in this list. For example, Nifty 50 index fund invests in all the 50 companies which are on this list, and in whatever proportion they appear, our money is split across them. So a little bit goes to Reliance, little bit to TCS, little bit to HDFC Bank, so on, and to everybody in the list. So that's it. Just copy the list and follow. So what happens if you invest 500 rupees in the Nifty 50 index? First, your money goes to something called a fund house. This fund house manages the investment. Now they take money, your 500 rupees, and thousands of rupees from many other people, and they put it in the fund. This fund now invests in the Nifty 50 companies in the same order and proportion that it is there on the index. Now what you own is the unit of this fund. As the value of these 50 companies grows, the value of your unit grows as well. If the value of these 50 companies drop, the value of your unit drops as well. So basically, now your 500 rupees is moving in proportion to the 50 biggest companies in the Indian market. Now the value changes every day. Some days it goes up, some days it goes down, and that's normal. What matters is how the fund performs in a couple of years. So since nobody is making any active decisions like where to invest and in which proportion to invest, the cost of running the fund is pretty low. So the expense ratio, which is the cost deducted every year, is usually in the range of 0.1% to 0.2%. Now for an actively managed fund, where researching and decisions are to be made, the expense ratio are in the range of 1 to 2%, just from a fee that a lot of people didn't notice. Now there are many kinds of index funds, and just having a rough idea helps. Large cap, list of biggest companies, it's stable. Mid cap, growing companies, higher risk, higher growth. Small cap, smaller companies, so the risk is much higher but the potential is also higher. Sectoral, it's basically concentrated on a single sector like real estate or pharma, so higher concentration but also higher risk. Global, like S&P 500, it gives us an opportunity to invest in like Apple, Google. It's available in India through fund of funds, but comes with currency risk and different tax treatment. First one is, you don't have to be right. Most investments require you to be right. This one doesn't. You're basically betting on the entire market. So some companies will do brilliantly, some won't do. But you've got a piece in all of them. And it basically reduces your decision making. The moment you stop trying to analyze and predict, you stop getting stuck. Your money works harder. Right now, your money in the savings account and in the FD slowly losing a race you didn't know you were in. A savings account will give around 3 to 4%, and FD gives around 6 to 7%. But investing in an index fund over a long period of time on an average gives around 10 to 12%. It's not a guarantee. In some years it falls, in some years it does well, but overall in 10 years the difference is not small. Diversification. When you invest in a Nifty 50 fund, you invest in not one but in 50 companies. If one company has a bad year, bad quarter or a scandal, entire money will not be fully affected because the other 49 companies are there to help. Your risk is spread automatically without you having to research anything. Now all this sounds really good, but how do you know if an index fund is actually right for you? It's right for you if you want to invest but don't want to spend time researching, if you want to get a little higher return than the savings and the FD returns but over a long period of time, and you're okay with the value going up and down in the short term. But keep in mind that when the market falls, your fund also falls. There is nobody stepping in to take care of it or to lead it in a different direction. But historically, till now, the markets have always recovered in the long term. So if you need this money in 2 or 3 years for a house, wedding, retirement, then this is not the place for you. Not because index fund is bad, but because it needs a lot of years to do what it does. So that's it. That's an index fund. It's not too complicated, just a fund that owns everything on a curated list automatically, consistently, and at a low cost. Like a buffet where you get a little bit of everything. And remember those 3 questions in the beginning? Which stock should I pick? All the stocks. How much should I invest? As less as 500 rupees. When should I stop? You don't, till you actually need the money. So basically, you don't need to pick winners. You just need to be in the game for a long time. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to check out the mutual funds and the shares video, which are explained in a very simple way. So see you soon in the next one. Until then, bye bye.